Hello, everybody. Brian here from quantlabs.net, wearing my Swiss hat, as I believe my favorite politician will soon become leader of our country here in Canada. So, as a result, I'll be moving. If you can figure out where this hat's from. Anyways, let's go on with why I am looking at good old crypto versus forex. So, if you've been following me for the last few months, you know I got these books out here called quantlabs.net/book. Just go over there, sign up, get yourself some books, and you'll be entered into our newsletter on what I'm working on. So this is a big change, you can imagine, but I just wanted to put together here a Google Trends sort of thingamabob on what is going on. So what we have here, we've got in red cryptocurrency. This is on Google Trends. Binance in yellow, Bitcoin, Oanda, and I believe forex is blue. As you can see here, let's first talk about Binance itself. We know Binance. The only term that I know of is for the exchange Binance. You can see this massive spike here between it's sometime in July and August, and I believe it's the new products and services that they've been bringing out. So for now, that distorts the chart quite a bit, so I'll remove that. All right, so we got four terms now, and let's get a better idea. So you can see here how numero uno is Bitcoin, okay? If I took that out, and that could be for the development, the hype of Bitcoin, I don't know. But let me just remove that. So now you get a better idea of where the term forex is and cryptocurrency is and Oanda is that forex is still, this is global now, worldwide. Forex is still there, cryptocurrency, the space, Oanda, But when I use anything else, even let's say if I use Ethereum, or let's just go with something even more, Monero, there is a definite bigger interest in crypto versus forex on its own, or Oanda, the broker. It's quite obviously to me that for me at least, crypto is the place to be. It's just more as a popular topic, just let alone the term forex. But I still get a lot of people out there wanting forex. I'm not sure. One of the big factors I'm noticing with forex brokers, they charge on the commission fees is quite a bit. They still manipulate things. Binance is reported as the clean broker, but in the world of forex, as far as I could see, no one is to be trusted. So again, another reason why ask yourself why forex, to get the kind of return. So these are the opportunities you get in forex. So hopefully you can watch my video on the Ethereum markets only, because see, these are fairly big moves in a very low negative day today on crypto. But these are 24-hour moves. We've got here Monero, private coin is up 4.34%. Trying to look for anything else. I've been tracking some other coins. Let's see what we got here. I'm running the new bot here. So you can see here that yes, Bitcoin Cash has been up 3.99%. Bitcash coin up 4.38%. Look at this. Bitcoin SV is up 17.82%. So those kind of moves, and this is again without leverage, you got to ask yourself, why would I want to focus? Why would I want to deploy, put capital at risk for minuscule moves, tiny moves in forex at 1%, and that's on a 24-hour basis. Here we are tracking it on an hourly basis, and I could show you some charts on the bigger, more mainstream coins out there. But just alone with Monero on a very negative crypto day, you can still make money. And again, that's with cryptocurrencies like private ones like Monero as the big private coin out there. So that's one other big factor. Another big factor a lot of people never realize, and even if they go into back testing, but they never go out. And this is one of the reasons why I like testing in real with live money against the exchange with live money. I can see what their commission fees are, what they're going to be charging me. When you go into working on your wonderful model and you're not factoring in your commission fees, you are still going to lose money no matter what you do with the commission fees, especially if you're trading quite a bit. Those commission fees are just going to eat into your model and the plans of the model and the success of the model. But when you factor in the commission fees of something like a Binance, you don't even notice the commission fees. They're so tiny. Last week I showed some of the trades to be no more than a penny on very tiny tiny positions, but still it's negligible, and it's not really a factor. And again, the other big thing is that you've got these big moves up, as I said, 4% for Monero. That's 24-hour, and then we can also track through this on the hourly basis to see how things are moving. The best here we're getting on Bitcoin Cash, 0.64, Monero up 0.59. Those are hourly moves, okay? So if you were to look at a chart, intraday chart, you could see potentially more opportunities within an intraday with something like Monero, which I can easily do here. So let me show you some of those charts. Let me just see where I'm at. Now again, I'm using Binance here. So if I was to look at the charts here, some of these that have been moving up and down as I've been testing this new bot. And let me tell you about this new bot. Again, if you want to know more, let's go over to thequantlabs.net/book. I've got a course showing you how to master this framework that I've been working on. No more than an hour to take to write once you get to know how to master it. And then you spend more of your time tweaking it on the tolerances that you can, as you look at the flow of how what's moving right now intraday, and over the long run you get to see what's moving as well, and you get to see the subset of movers of these crypto coins, and focus on those that are moving instead of wasting your time on other ones that are losing money all the time. So there's a lot of big advantages here with this. So back to what I want to show you, the charts. Let's see here. So I'm in a chart finance. So I'm in chart finance. So I'll show you the XMR charts here. So this is Monero. So here I'm not using any Fibonacci like I thought I would. I don't need to. Not with the strategy. I'm working on a simple moving average. And you can see the moves here. These are hourly moves in the last 24 hours. These are big moves, 0.32 all the way up to 0.34. That is roughly, I guess, a 4% move in a matter of maybe 12 hours. Would you get that in the same kind of move with forex, a forex pair, also with no leverage? From my experience, I'm looking at it and saying no. So why would I focus on a asset class that doesn't move a lot compared to this? And again, we're dealing in a very negative day today with all the big coins, but yet we still have opportunity after opportunity to make some cash just right here on these little moves here on just one coin that I'm showing you. And again, I'm just showing you against the Ethereum market. We also have Bitcoin market. We also have the BNB market. We also have the US dollar tether market, the tether market. And that's not where it just stops. So this is just on one coin. On top of that, if this is moving the same with all across all those markets, then we can also start looking at other markets. If it's something like, in our case, a big coin, like one of the big five, like Bitcoin Cash, or even BNB is a good example as well, or Bitcoin Cash as well. You will be able to then go into the fiat currency world, which would include, and that you can do through Binance US. you can obviously go after their big whatever coins they have there, including, as I said, BNB. I've seen some moves with Bitcoin Cash as well on an hourly basis. So with that, as I said, we got the U.S. And on top of that, we have now Jersey, Binance Jersey, which gives you a small subset like Litecoin, all the big top ones, Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, and Ethereum, for both both for Euro and British Pound. So you have that as another separate market, all under the hood of Binance. Now, this is where it really gets exciting. I mean, let's face it, the forex brokers are dying dinosaurs. Okay, when you look at Oanda, they have the same technology. Nothing major has come along. Duca's copy, which I really liked a few years ago, is volume, by the looks of it, is dying off as well. So when you look at, I'll show the Alexa ranking in a minute, but when you look at other innovations that Binance put out, as of just today, you're now going to be able to trade somewhere as a stable coin in Russian ruble. I have some German contacts that are telling me they're making mad money in ruble. Who would think? But it's opportunity, and opportunity, all thanks to where Binance is a true global exchange. They're pretty clean. A lot of people say they're honest. I think they are. I don't know. I mean, there's reports saying that. But the technology looks good. I've been doing some test fills. They've been pretty good compared to what I've been used to with Kraken, which has been god-awful. And then there's a lot of opportunities here that sit right under your nose. What else was I going to show you? Charts. Or no, what was I going to show you? I can't remember. It doesn't matter. So I've shown you the charts. I've shown you this. I've got the new bot running. Wakes up every 5 minutes, I believe, and does its thing. So again, I'm able to watch the markets both on an hourly and a 24-hour basis. Now, let me show you something here. If you, as I said, you like this stuff, you got the quantlabs.net/book. Now, in there, you'll be put into our emailing list, and we've got this little course right here under the store. Go to quantlabs.net. Let's go under the store here, and then click on the Python course. The interesting thing there is that course is what has got me to a point where I can write these bots in an hour. Once you get really good at it, I don't even know how to explain it. You just have a lot of advantages for you. I've got 3 on the go right now, new ones that people are wanting developed, and I'll get to those fairly soon. One will take a couple hours, most likely, much longer than that maybe, but the 2 other ones are pretty straightforward. So here we got this course here, Python Algo Trading Infrastructure with Cryptocurrency, which gives you the foundation to work from to build these things. And as a result, I'm able to do the charts and all that fun stuff. But as I said, if you just backtest, you're going to fail because you're not factoring in another big factor, again, is commission fees. If you don't factor in those commission fees, you're going to be dead in the water when you become all of a sudden surprised on how your model doesn't really work, all because of your broker or exchange commission fees. So there's a lot to unpack here, I realize, but this new bot is very, very promising. I'm ready to go to be able to try to trade it with live money, but I just want to see how the markets are. But as you can tell here with the top on these hourly moves, and even in the today, these moves are not big, but it's a very severe down market. But the funny thing is, you will not see the big 5 out there. Out of here, you see Litecoin moving a little bit. Ripple is moving. Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin is up there, but no Ethereum to be seen. But I'm able to track this in my usual Redis. Again, I show you that in that course. And, you know, we've got 9 on the watch list, and here we got positions, a few, but they're not real right now. But I want to track them to see how they do. I'm able to do things like this. This is one of the things that I really like doing. Let's make sure I'm in the right directory here. Is I have a file that I'm logging Actually, I have a watch list log, so I'm able to see how things are doing, what's getting taken off of the watch list, and they will get removed if there's a negative down. Also, I can track if this is all market. Well, it's real data, but let me just see here. It's called Binance orders. So again, this is just right now mock, but it's pretty well ready to go once it proves itself. I'm tracking as if I was to buy ADA or Cardano at this time on 10/21 at this price. Okay, and then it's just a matter of, so these are actual positions being put on. Again, I'm using the and the simple moving average combos that I've shown before. So let me show you the charts. That was what I was wanting to show. So let me think here. So I've shown the XMR. I think another one that's been doing pretty good today has been Ethereum. Let's see. Okay, so I will do BNB, Ethereum. This has been a pretty good coin just in the last few hours. Again, I'm not using Fibonacci right now. I could if I want, but I charted just to see if there's any other patterns here. But check this out. This was a few hours ago. 5 hours ago, right here has been flatlining, but these little big moves, we're dealing with a low point of around, let's say, 1025, all the way up to 1055. I mean, in the world of forex, that's like roughly 30 pips in 4 hour move, 50 pips on one coin. I don't think you'll see pairs that give you those kind of pips, as they call them. So that's pretty good, and that's what this thing looks for, this new bot. So again, if you want, get everything you can, as I've shown you, because things are going to be changing as well. Because if you haven't seen, I'm now using tracking coin tracking, I believe it's called. Let's see here. Let's get rid of this. Load up another browser. Try to go anonymous as much as possible. But for those that don't know about this, a lot of people ask for things like third-party verification. Well, we've got it, and it's pretty well in real time, but it depends who I give access to. I think it's called Coin Tracking Info, and this is a third-party a service that you can use that you connect this service into your account. In my case, obviously Binance, to be able to track every single position that's put on and be able to track the performance on a daily basis. I might put more reports in here on that, but I just want you to know that this is what I'm going to be using now. This is very credible. I've seen ads of people putting up the schlocky reports on how they're doing. Hey, if you got Photoshop out there, anybody can doctor this crap. This is a real a service that I can easily share my account on to the World Wide Web. As I said, I don't do that just because there's a lot of people out there that just sort of, I don't want to get into name calling here, but they're just not valuable to me as a potential customer. So I'm going to be pretty picky on who I show this information to publicly, especially on the the shareable public link. So I'm not sure how I'm going to present that, but it's working, and this is what I'm using, and I use this now also to help me understand how my trades are doing every day since last week. So really important. That's why I got rid of the P&L stuff. This is what I use now. It's very effective actually as well. So hopefully this will kind of give you an idea of how things work. And let me know what you think, and we shall talk to you later. Have a good day.